Introduction. This presentation outlines the earmarks secured by Representative Omar for the year 2026. The projects span a range of infrastructure and community needs across several cities and counties, reflecting a focus on public safety, resilience, and essential services. Major infrastructure and community projects. The first section highlights significant investments in local infrastructure. Among the projects included are the Emergency Water Interconnect for the City of Richfield, which received $4 million, and the Municipal Vehicle Facility Reconstruction in Columbia Heights, allocated $3.84 million. The Northtown Rail Yard Overpass Connector in Fridley was awarded $3 million, while the Emergency Tornado Shelter in Hilltop secured $2.6 million. Robbinsdale's Public Works Building also received $2 million. Each of these projects was successfully included in the final funding package, demonstrating a commitment to strengthening municipal services and emergency preparedness. Additional earmarked projects. Further earmarks were directed toward enhancing community infrastructure and safety. The Oxford, Louisiana Area Infrastructure Project in St. Louis Park was granted $2 million, and the Logan Park Rail Crossing improvements in Minneapolis received $1.8 million. St. Anthony Village's public safety facility was allocated $1.5 million, as was the Steam Elementary Community Schoolyard in Brooklyn Center. The City of New Hope benefited from $1.44 million for sanitary sewer lining. All these projects were included in the appropriations, reflecting bipartisan support for investments in public safety, education, and essential utilities. Further projects and notable adjustments. The presentation also covers additional projects, such as the Stormwater Resiliency Project in Spring Lake Park, which received $896,000, and the Hennepin County Emergency Shelter System, allocated $5 million, with a note that this amount may be adjusted in the final tables. The East Fire Station in Golden Valley and the Crystal Mac Wildlife Area, Phase 3, in Crystal were included, though their amounts were unspecified. The Steam Elementary Community Schoolyard in Brooklyn Center appears again, emphasizing its importance. Notably, the Justice Empowerment Initiative by Generation Hope, a Somali-led nonprofit in Minneapolis, was initially slated for $1.46 million, but was ultimately removed from the final funding package. Legislative context and funding decisions. A key point of discussion is the legislative process that shaped the final earmark allocations. The $5 million requested for Hennepin County may be subject to adjustment based on the overall transportation, housing, and urban development (THUD) allocation. During the markup and negotiation of the minibus spending package, H.R. 7148, Republican lawmakers opposed the $1.46 million earmark for Generation Hope. Their objections centered on concerns that the organization's mission, justice empowerment, and addiction support did not meet strict federal funding criteria, or they disagreed with its specific programming. To ensure the broader bill's passage and avoid a government shutdown, this funding line was removed from the final text. In contrast, The remainder of Representative Omar's funding portfolio, which focused on hard infrastructure projects such as sewers, water interconnects, and public works facilities, remained intact. These types of projects typically receive bipartisan support, contributing to their inclusion in the legislation sent to the Senate.